Fallout Phonetics to the next episode of Let's Make a Settlement for all these crybabies here at the dam. We got beds, we got water, we got food. I think I'll shut up. Alright. So in the last episode, we finished off here with our little farm. Now we need to put some fencing up here just so these dum-dums don't fall. Whatnot. So I'm not really going to put a whole bunch of effort into the fencing here. We're just going to do enough to keep them wrangled up, I suppose. Yeah, we're just going to throw a bunch of this kind of stuff in here. Any kind of fencing, really. Doesn't really matter. I do kind of like this one, though. This fits the look we're going for. And it doesn't matter they don't snap, because we're just going to kind of free place it anyway. We just want to make sure that... Yeah, let's get that guy in there. Let's put this one here. This one's probably a little better. There we go. I like that for the moment. Nope, not that one. Nope, nope, there we go. Nice. So anyway, yeah, we're just going to kind of throw them in here. No rhyme or reason other than connecting them. Making sure they... Ooh, that one's pretty bad. You know what? Good enough for me. Get some realism here, you know, because like, you look at the land here, starting to slope pretty bad, so maybe they had like a little bit of a mudslide one day. I'm gonna have to fix that texture, that just looks awful. Anyway, had a little bit of a mudslide and took some of the fencing along with it. Ooh, we got a corner. Use that up there. What else we got? Yeah, there we go. There's a nice big piece. Got that one little section right there that maybe just had a really bad day. Perfect. Yeah, that guy. Nice. Actually, no, we probably want something a little smaller. Let's put the corner piece in first. There we go. Actually, let's stick the corner piece maybe like right here. That works. And what else we got? Oh, maybe that'll fit after all. Yeah, right about there. Perfect. Actually, yeah, we gotta fix that because that just doesn't look right. There we go. Darn slopes. Whoa. Suppose it didn't really matter. Actually, probably doesn't even matter that it's out of the ground, to be honest. Let's just get, like, the majority of it in there. Yeah, because, you know, maybe, like, got ripped up out of the ground. That works for me. Random posts. Is there any gates in this? I didn't see. Oh, yeah, there is actually a gate. Fantastic. Looks like a good place for a gate. Let's see how this bad boy opens. Oh, we don't want it to open that way, do we? Okay. I suppose that's okay. Whoa. Who's talking to you?
Everyone a bit cranky.
Sleeping shifts, you got 20 freaking beds and there's only 15 of you people. Let me shoot you in the face. See, this is why I don't bother with doing the building, because no matter what, they complain. I don't like complainers. Nice. Maybe a couple of small sections in here. Kind of mess up our height. But I don't really care. Of course, we got a gap. Of course, there's a gap. Ooh, there's also a pretty gap in our regular fencing there, too. Fix that. While keeping this section here consistent. Just boot that on over like so. Let's see how we do. Not bad, not bad. Oh, I should probably turn that off so I don't accidentally exit myself. Maybe we'll stick some... That guy too. Yeesh. Some Barbie wire pokey thingies, spiky thingies. Alright, back to this now. I think there was like one little... Yeah, something like that. Maybe we can play with a bunch of these. Oh, or even just that. Nice! We got a fence. We are all protected from everything, I suppose. Alright, spiky thingies. Defense. I think they're in here. Let's see. Spiky thingies. That's a Barbie wire. Ooh. Son of Nice. Oh, and they snap too. I forgot about that. Oh, let's throw a couple of these in here. Why the heck not? Look at that. Pretty darn good line. Love it. How are we doing after that? Not bad, not bad. Helps protect the crops, I suppose. Alright, onward. There they are. There's the spiky thingies. Just to make a little better here, I suppose, so that people don't go jumping on in here. But not that they would. Game's not designed that way, but, you know, for us, for our own purposes, I throw this kind of stuff up in here just to make it look damn good. There we go. We got spiky thingies. Throw like another one. Oh, we'll do her. Oh, move you over because you're far away. Another here. We're gonna rotate them just so they look different. Nice. Excellent. Alright. So we got a garden. And I said we also need like some sort of gardening shit. Before we do anything, we're gonna save. Here's a sneaky peeky. Getting ourselves ready for Vault 88. We have gone in and I have cleared everything. I don't know how much of the entirety of the vault I'm actually going to build in. But just in case, I have basically cleared out the entire thing so that we could build everywhere. If I decide to get froggy and go that far. Alrighty. We need to figure out where we're going to put our shed. I might even take out a section of fencing. Maybe we'll take that out and build our shed here. In which case, maybe we'll have to get rid of some crops. Let's play with some foundation first. I think we're actually going to use some old school, like, what am I saying, like brick or cinder block foundation type of dealies we get from y'all. The hey. Oh, floors, duh, dummy. Not that one. What do I want to use that one? Let's check out the barn one. Oh, it's gonna be same. Ah, okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, if we put that there, it gives us a nice little shed. I want to make it bigger. Bigger's not always better, but if I'm gonna make it bigger, maybe we'll come out that way. A nice big old greenhouse type shed deal. That way, if I take out this whole section of fencing, don't really matter because we get that overlapping. All right, I think we're gonna work with that, and I'm gonna do my typical greenhouse style beds. I'm gonna use some old-fashioned goody stuff, y'all. The door though. Oof. Line up. Okay. Put the door here. Nope. Well, I suppose I can use like Hodgepodge or something to get a side door. Or I could just fencing just a smidgen. Alright, we'll do that. So I don't mix and match. Go ahead and work our gate here. Be a little crooked, but who cares? I wish I probably would straighten that out. It just looks awful. Get it just, yeah, right about there. Excellent. All right. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna do. Let's play around for a second here. Here's my half wall. Not that. I missed it. Go back. Okay. Play around with. No, there we go. I'm gonna try something a little different. See how it looks. Now we'll go back to these guys. There we go. Yeah, that ain't too bad. We do the same thing for the other ones? Really? I don't know. Let's see how that looks. Let's go with the others here. No, that was the other thing, the bobber. Oop, there we go. Yeah, get in there. The only problem is if we're actually going to grow stuff in here, that does kind of eat away at some of our sunshine. And see, now it's casting all kinds of shadows in there. So, like, we take that guy out and that guy out. Oh, that's shadows from that. Ah, never mind. I don't know. We're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna go with the old-fashioned, regular stuff. There we go. Lock these in here. Coop them. Okay. Now we need roofuses. I want glass roofuses. That's obviously not gonna work. Maybe. Oh, no, that one's got holes on it. There we go. I don't like the ones with the holes in them. Let's just use these guys. Leave those open because that's ventilation. Play around for a second. Not even gonna fit. Oh no, that doesn't fit. There isn't size for that anyway, so whatever. That's fine. Cool. We got a greenhouse. We got a garden. Do a quick sauve. Yeah, that. Why the fudge not? Alright. Let's say hope. What things mean calling me a hope. Alright, we're gonna need some sort of pathway over here too, I think. I've never decided what the heck I'm doing with this hot mess over here. So I was just gonna keep this all like walkways. But then I'm looking at this, and this is actually kind of a good space to stick some sort of building like right there, and then have everybody walk around it. Be kind of fun. Okay, walkways. Let's see. Oops. Miscellaneous. Continue with the theme. Oh. That guy. Along the bridge. I think. Wood. Yeah, there's some slanty pieces because we want to, yes, do just that. Go down. Perfect. I'm gonna leave it. Okay. I suppose I should decorate inside there. Yeah, look at me. I'm gonna actually decorate a building I just made. We want... gardening. There we go. Heck. Huh. Of course, not really what I'm looking for. I mean, there's the table, so I guess we're just going to go to WDP. Workshop Decoration Pack. Oops, what am I doing? Wait a minute. My good stuff disappeared. Let's turn on our... Yeah, surface snapping. I'm just going to throw a bunch of these in here. You've seen me use them before. I'm going to randomize them, though, so they don't all look exactly the same. Yeah, right up in the corner. Oh, perfect. Except a little crooked. I know it's going to drive some people batty, so we'll fix that. Don't worry, I got you. Oh, that one's even different. Leave a gap in between them. Maybe we'll stick some other garbage in there. What else we got? Nah, I don't want any stupid stuff. Not stupid, but doesn't really fit what I got going on here. Ooh, we want a plow. Do we have room for plow? Mr. Plow. That's my name. Stick him over in the corner. I haven't been using him lately. Of course we need that guy. We want the pumpkin one. Yeah. And you know what? Wheelbarrow. Now that's blocked in the door. Hmm. Right there. Okay. And then this one for moving our supplies, so we'll just kind of plop that right there. Okay. So the eternal debate here is, do you call this mute fruit or mutt fruit? I mentioned it in the last video that for the longest time I always called it mutt fruit, mutt fruit, until I heard somebody, a bunch of people actually in different videos, call it mute fruit. And I can see the mute part, you know, from mutant, M-U-T, but to me it always looked like mutt as in like the dog, you know, mutt. But I suppose mute fruit makes more sense than mutt fruit. Reese had said something along the lines of, you know, because it's some sort of weird fruit that maybe is a mixture of a whole bunch of plants, that's why it's a mutt fruit, I suppose. I mean, that kind of makes sense. But, yeah, I don't know. What are you folks calling that? I'm guessing everybody probably thinks of it as mute fruit. And if that's the case, you're all... So... I have the smarts, and I know that it's... I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Leave it in the comments below. What do you call it? Alright, I think we should put a door on there. That's done. It's got decorations. It's good enough. So, let's find... No doors. No doors in there. I haven't used this mod much yet. Owl's Canopies. It's pretty basic. It's just a bunch of different canopies. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I suppose like benders, but it's not going to fit in here. That's a fairly new one I just downloaded. I haven't really put it to much use other than at, yeah, wherever it is that I'm working. Get off the top of my head. Zamonia? Yeah, Zamonia, I think. I think I tried like one or two of them. You just want... Really? There's no... Okay. Very hodgepodge then. Structures, house set, doors... doors. Alright, what do we got? Just want like a basic greenhouse glass door. In here somewhere. There we go. Auto close. Let's check our opening now. Yeah, that works. Because then you got that little corner right there. Just misses that. Fantastic. And it auto closes. Close the gate. Keep them all in there. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do a quick sabe. Yeah. Sabe. Okay. So, eons ago, I had built... Whoa, little glitching. A warehouse here, but I never populated my warehouse. It's empty. Yeah, that's not good. I realized that, I don't know, 1 or 2 videos ago, and I was like, oh, I gotta get back into that. So we're gonna go back to Workshop Decoration Pack, and we're gonna use like a bunch of storage shelves like these, just for starters, just to get something in here. I'll put that guy there. No. And that guy. Aw. Over a little bit. Then just make like a little... Oh, that's right. I was gonna make like an office here in the corner. Alright. So some pretty decent shelves there, but not exactly looking fjord. So let's see. Containers. No, we're gonna go to USO, not SOE. Furniture. Tables, maybe? We can find like the good industrial shelving. Big boys. So I did run into one problem when I was getting Vault 88 up and running, you know, dealing with the overseer there, and she wanted me to build her a overseer's desk. and because of my mods, mine's like all kinds of messed up, and I built one out of USO, and she didn't accept it. So I'm not going to be doing any of the experiments. Not that it matters, because... Oh, here we go. So anyway, not that it matters, because we're not really going to be doing the experiments. We're going to be building the vault itself. So, but, I don't know. I found that weird, that the whatchamacallit, the table was nowhere to be found in my regular thing, and she wouldn't accept the USO one. So it doesn't have the terminal or anything, so... Yeah, pretty weird. But like I said, doesn't really matter, because we're not doing that. And I did turn on the beacon so that we can start getting people, like, right off the bat in there. Build around. As for the theme, I'm thinking just, like, I'm gonna go for, like, full-on Vault-Tec theme. Because I don't remember the person that asked for it, if it was something other than that. And I don't have the time to go digging through 10,000, whatchamacallit, comments trying to find out which one it was. So we're just gonna kind of wang it. It looks like some pretty decent capping. Turn on our grid snapping. Make sure it's nice and straight. Of course, we got to leave room for where this comes down. So these, let's put them here. Is that in line with that one? Sure, good enough. Maybe we'll stick another one here. In line with that one. Oh! That one. Not you. Or almost lined up. About there. Nice. We have shelving. We have room for this to come down right there, dead center. And we'll leave all the rest of the room so that we have room to maneuver as the stuff's coming down. Excellent. Okay, new survey. Alrighty. And I guess I can start putting some stuff in the shelves if I can. Actually, I think I probably did get them from USO. Let's take a look-see. They were under the crates. Barrels and boxes. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, you can sit on top. So we'll have to get you all up. Whoa! Lined up. And... make this all as rando as possible. It's realistic. Sure, that's not... Whoa! Into the wall! Alright, let's turn off our grid snapping. No, surface snapping. There we go. Put our grid snapping back on. There we go. Alright, that'll help us. Don't worry, I'm actually going to put some stuff in the shelves once I get the tops of most of these done. I'm not going to do every single one of them. This way it looks a little more realistic, I suppose. Yeah. No, let's do a different shape. Yeah, like that guy. Okay. Now, back to the white. There we go. Squeeze this guy right in there. That works. Blue one. Yes, we can. Brown one. I don't know why I suddenly went southern. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Let's throw this in there. That one's empty though, but that's okay. Maybe they refill these bad boys or something. We'll stick this guy sideways like that. Throw some boxes in here. Put that one sideways. That one like that. There we go. This way we get some variety. Baskets? What else we got in here? Ooh. Basket of baskets. We'll throw this guy up on top. Put these in here anywhere? Ooh, maybe we can find a corner somewhere to start stacking them. Ooh, maybe here, in between these shelves. Kind of ran out of room and nothing else holds these guys, so we just kind of loop them right there. Okay, that works. What else? Ooh, gonna fit. Dang. I could shrink to size them, I guess, but you know, we're gonna throw one of them in here. We're gonna hoop it down a few in size so we can squeeze in there. It's a little too big, so we'll boop boop. Yeah, nice. You know what? Let's do another one. That was fun. Yeah, let's do a red one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Humana. Candles and lamps. TVs and turn. You know what? Yeah, let's throw a radio or two in here. Maybe they were stocking up and found some radios and get a nice new one right in there. Shove one of these guys like right up here on the shelf next to that thing. Perfect. Yeah, they're going for electronics, you know? What we got? Terminals. Not on. We have one. Preferably in better shape than that guy. What else we got? Yeah, there we go. We'll just stick this up here. Nice. My little friend. And let's see, anything else that we can shovel in here? Oh, big. Never mind. I'm not gonna fight with all that TVs. Well, I suppose we can shove one up on a shelf. Oh, and it turns on. We don't want that. Get out of here. Okay, let's see. Fountains, spikies, signs. Maybe we can... some other stuff in here, maybe. Mission stuff? Yeah. Yep. Left room, I could have just, like, shoved this in here to take up some space. Fish. Nah, we don't want any stinky old fish. Roll, probably not. Let's see, garage stuff. Oh yeah, we need a cart. Heck yeah, we need a cart. Let's park this bad boy like right there. Bigger one? No, we want probably another small one because they can fit in between all the aisleways. That's awesome. Perfect. And we don't want that. Ooh, ladders. Yes. Oh, we're gonna shovel a ladder. I think we need them that big. How big is that? Yeah, something like that'll do. We'll put that guy right. You know, we'll get a big one too. Perfect. All right, let's do a save real quickly. And we're also gonna need some lighting in here. Ooh, I gotta fix that guy. He's like overhanging there. It's not cool. There we go. To that over a little bit. Look okay. That looks okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's go back into decorations over here. And find a stick box with nothing. We don't want empty boxes. We want stuff that looks... it's got stuff in it. Ooh. Here we go. Wait, what is that? Paint station clutter ingredient. What? Okay, you say so. Yeah. It's in here. Up. And then there. So. Surface. Snap it. There we go. There we go. Now we got stuff. Ooh, lighting. I haven't done lighting in here yet, but I like that light. So we're gonna... what the heck? Oh, meat hook. Tanker. No, we don't want no tankers. Yes, we got it. Okay. Onward. Statues. Probably not. Displays. No. Alright, WDP. drink, garage. Oh. Come on. Nature. Okay. Keep that in mind. Really, that was it for that? Okay. Living quarters. Ooh. Nice. I don't know if I'm gonna fill all these shelves because this is already taking up a lot of time. Ooh, box. Is that empty? Oh no, it's got stuff in it. Shovel that right there. Nice. This guy here. Now I'm just gonna sort of randomly place a bunch on shelves. Just to fill all this in as much as I can, as quickly as I can with good stuff. Wood locker. Perfect. My guitars. Oh, look at that full shelf. Oh, we don't want that. We've already got our shelves in place. I'm just going to randomly throw some stuff around. Medical stuff. Excellent. Yeah, some testy tubes. Let's see, what else? Top lace toys, weapons, not really. SOE. Yeah, we need a gnome. We're just gonna randomly stick this guy over here. He's just chilling. Let's see. No, we don't need it. Okay. Let's get some lights in this bad boy here. Oh, not that though. We're just gonna use some standard, regular hanging lights. Perfect. Start with snap. Of course, that's not gonna work. Our grid. There we go. We'll put one back in here for the office that we're gonna build. And let's see. Right there. Right there. Right. Aw. What? Where did it go? Ugh, I hate when that happens. Stick that one there. Get into that. There we go. Yeah. It's a very well lit warehouse. So you can see if anybody's trying to steal stuff. Perfect. Love it. And we got room for expansion because we got more stuff coming in right there. We already put in place. Let's do another real quick save and then let's try to build ourselves our office real quick as well. We are going to use, what are we going to use? I suppose, yeah, come in here and let's see, barn walls. I do like the look of that way, but of course with a door. But on the other side it's going to end up being red. Let's see, actually, let's check our height on the, yeah, I have a feeling the walls are too tall. Unpainted. Where's my... That's gonna put my door dead center, though. I don't know. I suppose that works. Yeah, I want it facing that way, though. I did kind of like the look of it off to the side a little bit, but this also works. Alright, excellent. Now we got ourselves a little office. Let's put in... Why did I leave that? Need a desk. Actual desk, yeah. This is the boss. This is the dude that takes care of everything in here. Nice. Of course, he needs a chair. Want something nice for this guy. Yeah. Chill while he's working. A little leg room there. Get that corner, not the corner, but up against the back of the wall as best we can. Perfect. Now we're gonna put in like a terminal here. We want to go to here and there. This way he can keep track of everything he's working on. Perfect. Like that. Yeah, I like that. Cool. I don't think we need a chair for anybody else to sit in here. If they come in here, they can stand while getting yelled at. They deserve that. Alright. Containers, I think is what I'm looking for. We want... Well, let's see. No, he's got windows everywhere, not that. Oh. Thinking filing cabinets. Yeah. Stick one of those in the corner. One that's partially open. Yeah! I love that. Looks like we're actually doing some work. Ooh, that's a tight squeeze, though. Alright, later, Tater. We're just going to use the one. Facing that way? Maybe. Yeah, that way he can just turn with his chair there. Get access to it. Right away. Pretty bland office, but it's a pretty bland job. Nice. That is done. We have the warehouse all filled. Hey, Birdie. How you doing? Woohoo! Okay. There we go. That is going to do it for this episode. We got ourselves our garden all fenced in. We got, I don't know, nice little greenhouse. We filled in our warehouse finally. Got all kinds of lights in there, including one that... Oh, there it is! Disappeared. But now I got it. We got rid of it. Now, we'll use these guys sometime in the future. I put them there from the last video. We're going to stick them out of something to give us some support for something else that we build as we move along. And then, of course, yeah, we got all this ground here to fill, but I have a feeling I'm probably going to do kind of the same thing I did over there and just plop down a whole bunch of houses. And, getting pretty close to finishing this bad boy. We got to do some decorating up in the guard towers. I got to finish this guard tower as well. We have some beds down there. We need some lighting. Got some beds up here. Maybe some guns. And I got to finish that wall section there as well. But, yeah, we're getting pretty close. And then we're off to Vault 88. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.
Oh,